Overcoming trauma is possible. These videos have actually helped me tremendously in my ongoing recovery, because that's what it is. It's never just A to B done. It's always an ongoing process with trauma. But if you watch this video until the end, I really do believe that I can show you some different ways of thinking about your trauma and your emotions, and you'll hopefully be able to start feeling just that bit better and just that bit more in control, starting from today, right now. So yeah, if you are new to me, press that subscribe button if you'd like, notified of when I release more videos like this, because I make a lot of them each week. I also, which is, related to this trauma, I almost finished a memoir about my experiences of abuse in a UK mental health hospital as a child. I don't go into any explicit detail, but I do talk about what happened and how I recovered and how I survived that. And that in itself was one way that I personally, started to overcome my trauma. You can download a completely free 15-page preview of this by clicking the link in the description. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to say about trauma is, emotions, however strong they are, they're valid. And a lot of people come to me and they say, what do I do with my emotions? What do I need to do with them? And the first thing I'm going to say is you don't need to do anything. It's okay to just sit and feel. It's okay to cry and cry and cry until you can't cry anymore, you know? It's okay to scream. It's okay to not know what to do. You don't always have to have an answer. And that in itself is the first step to understanding your emotions. They don't always need a response. Like anger. I've made separate videos on anger. If you look through my channel, I've got different ones. People sometimes think, right, I'm angry, I need to respond to that anger. So, I'm going to, your physical symptoms happen with anger. So you might be like, right, that's it, I'm going to punch, or right, that's it, I'm going to rah. But that's you responding to your emotions. It's the same with trauma. It's the same with any emotion. You don't have to do anything. But for me, there's been a lot of self-reflection. And whatever trauma you've been through, first of all, I'm going to say a huge sorry. And it will get better. I say this all the time. Nothing stays the same. Because it doesn't. I say it in all my videos because it is so powerful. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know who you're going to meet online. You don't know what's going to happen. And during my darkest days, and still to this day, I cling to that. I cling to the fact that nothing is set in stone. Nothing is certain. And that's a bad thing, but that's also such a good thing, because that means that every day is a new opportunity. My way of coping with trauma has been self-reflection. It's been closure, making my own closure in that sense. And this is a big thing for a lot of people, closure, right? They think, how do I get closure for what happened to me? How do I, come to terms with this? Why did this happen to me? But I think a lot of the time, there isn't answers. A lot of the time, a lot of horrible, evil things happen because they do, because people are horrible, because it was an accident or whatever. Sometimes there isn't closure that other people can give you. I think the biggest closure comes from within yourself. It comes from creating your own closure. I mean, I'm not going to go in again into any explicit detail, but for me, I never got any apologies after all the abuse that I was put through as a kid by NHS staff in mental hospitals. I had to do a lot of digging. I wrote a book, which is coming out hopefully later on this year. I had to do a lot of self-reflection. I had to write a lot about it. I've written various poetry collections about it. I've done a lot of artwork about it. I have gone through a lot of self-change. Like in the past, I used to be quite promiscuous. I used to, I liked one night stands. I liked various partners and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, not at all. But as time has gone on, and as I've come to face the fact that, yeah, this happened to me, but that's not everything who I am. That doesn't define me. That's like one part of me, and the rest is the bigger picture. I've started to change as a person, and I've started to actually become completely different. And that will happen. You know, the first thing I'm gonna say again, I keep saying the first thing. It's a bit of it's a bit of it's a bit of a saying, isn't it? Well, the next thing that I'm gonna say is try, if you can, to write or journal, or if you're not a creative person, even just keep a little diary of a positive thing that happened each day, right? That really has helped me, especially when I was in prison, which I've made separate videos on. I shouldn't have been there. Holding on to the good things that are constant in our life is what keeps people alive. People go through horrendous things. People, some people think, wow, how can that person survive all of that? And it's like, well, you have to go back to basics. You have to go back to self-preservation. You have to go back to living in the moment. And it really is about thinking, what am I grateful for right now? I mean, for me, in this moment, I'm grateful that I've got access to YouTube so I can inspire other people. And that's the first thing that came to my head. I'm grateful of the fact that I've got a house. I'm grateful over the fact that I've got food to eat. I'm grateful for the fact that every day I wake up and it's a new day. I'm grateful of the fact that I'm alive. People overlook these things. But after a traumatic event, it'll shake you up. You'll think, wow, it might make you rethink everything. It might make you rethink your friends, your priorities. It might make you rethink your appearance. It might make you rethink your hobbies. It might make you rethink absolutely everything. And that's cool. That's fun. That is brilliant, because there can only be upwards. Sometimes, unfortunately, after traumatic events, people go into the dark cycle. People might start taking substances, or they might start committing crimes like assaults and murders and stuff, and that really is unfortunate, and that really is a shame. And I just want to encourage people to not go down that path, because there is so much light in other avenues. Creativity, for me personally, is what helped me, and clinging to light, as in life. Be you though. Don't mask your emotions. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't go around saying I'm fine. Let it out. I encourage people to let it out. Whether that is drawing, do you know what I mean? Whether that's writing, whether that's literally switching your phone off for weeks on end and being on your own. Like, do what you need to do. It's your life. Only you really know what you want to do. And if you are experiencing suicidal thoughts right now, I've got other videos on that, and I've put the link in the description to those. And I will be making another one of those coming soon. So again, press that subscribe button if you'd like to, be notified and get a ping when that comes out. It is an ongoing process. it never gets to a stage where you think, right, that's it, I'm over the trauma. I'd lie if I say that was the case, because it doesn't happen. No, it doesn't, not really. It's a part of you, and that's the way I see it. Like, I see it as a part of me. I see it as, you know what, that happened to me, that shaped me as a person, that made me rethink a lot of different things, that made me become a better me. And I look at it, I don't look at it in a positive way, because it was horrible what happened to me, but I look at it and think, well, good, I've made good use of it, I've used it to better myself. And that's applicable to any situation. There's always a positive that you can find. It might be, oh, well, I realised who my true friends were now. That's that, you know. It might be, oh, well, I've realised that I don't want to go down that path, or, oh, I've realised that what I was doing wasn't good, or whatever, you know. It never stops. I've met a load of people via Twitter and YouTube that are always on the recovery journey, you know, and it is a journey because it doesn't really end, you know, it's a constant path. It's not something, like I said, that's A to B done. When you've been traumatised severely, it's life. But it doesn't always ruin your life, it doesn't always affect your life, you know. It's a case of owning it. It's a case of, right, this happened to me, right? You might need therapies. And if that is the case, first of all, if you are in England, America, you know, sorry, because it's difficult to get therapy, and my heart goes out. I know what it's like, and I've been through it. I've put a link in the description to Fighting for Better Mental Health Services in the UK. It's a campaign group, and it's full of other like-minded people that have also been through things, and it's a friends group as well. You can chat and make friends if that's of any interest to you. Hope it is. If not, that's fine. I'm going to try and end this video shortly, because, you know, I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter, so they're not like hours long. But it's an ongoing journey. You're going to learn a lot of things along the path. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not be you. It's okay to not know who you are, because you're a different person after the trauma. Like I said, before what happened to me, I was different. I looked different. I acted different. But that's cool, because I'm a better person now, and it made me who I am. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I make these videos to overcome my own trauma, because for me, talking about it and talking about, you know, wanting to help other people is my path, and I feel like that's the route I was destined to go down, if you understand what I mean, after what I went through. So yeah, everyone's going through their own battle in that sense. But I'm sorry you've had a traumatic experience, and I do care, and I do give a shit, and I always will. Stay safe. If you are feeling a bit suicidal or depressed, take a look at my other videos in the series, and you know, subscribe so you're notified for next videos. I care. Peace and love and light. Never give up the fight. It's been Michelle Therese, and I also go live now on Sundays, and yeah, I've put a choice in the comments for what motivational video I should do next, you know. So yeah, pick if you're interested, and press that subscribe button. All right, bye for now. It's Michelle.